Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 16 of the Walk with Ethan Hockey Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan Black, and today we're going to talk about the games from Saturday, May 23rd through last night, May 25th, as well as some AHL Calder Cup updates, as well as some other playoff hockey around the hockey world. And so let's not waste any time. We're just going to jump right into it as we start with the Saturday, May 23rd game, 7 p.m. Eastern, Montreal Canadiens visiting Carolina Hurricanes for game number two. This is the Eastern Conference Finals, and Carolina went on home ice 3-2 in overtime. Nikolai Ehlers getting his fourth for the playoffs, 3:29 in the overtime. So that series is tied one apiece. And your three stars all from Carolina Hurricanes. Ehlers your first star, Eric Robson your second star, and Jalen Chatfield is your third star from Carolina Hurricanes. So that was the Saturday game. Then on to Sunday, May 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern, game three between Vegas and Colorado. This time, Vegas hosting Colorado Avalanche, and they get the win with a score of 5-3. Brett Helgen, the empty netter, 19:01 into the third period, to clean so far, take the series 3-0. Colorado did have the lead actually going in the first period 3-0, and then Vegas started catching up. So your three stars are Thomas Harrell, your first star from Vegas Golden Knights, Mark Stone, your second star, also Vegas Golden Knights, and Mitch Marner, your third star from Vegas Golden Knights. So Colorado is actually on sweep watch tonight, which we'll get to when we preview the other games. So yeah, Vegas takes the series 3-0. And then last night, Monday, May 25th, back to Eastern Conference Finals, 8 p.m. Eastern. Game three between Montreal and Carolina. And this time, Montreal hosting Carolina Hurricanes, and Carolina wins in the exact same score as Saturday's game, 3-2 in overtime. Technically, it would have been 3-3, but Montreal did have the lead for brief, but Rob Brandamore challenged it due to being offside, and technically it was, but personally I don't think it was. But I'm not a ref, so I seen some fans complain about how it wasn't offside. I mean, I get it, but yeah, unfortunately, and it's also saying talking about how they should make a challenge 30 to 45 seconds after the goal happened. Personally, I kind of agree. Personally, I think if it was offside, they should have blown the call. But honestly, again, I'm not a ref, so I don't make decisions. But while Carolina takes the series 2-1, their next game will be on Wednesday. So, and by the way, the game winning goal went to Andrei Skaskinov, getting his second of the playoffs, 14:06 in the overtime. So your three stars are Sebastian Aho, your first star, Mac Madison, your second. Sebastian Aho for Carolina Hurricanes, Mike Madison from Montreal Canadiens, your second star, and Taylor Hall is your third star from the Carolina Hurricanes. So no, tonight as we're recording, it's early afternoon, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Game four between Vegas Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche. Colorado is visiting Vegas again. Vegas looks to clean sweep Colorado, but Colorado wants to keep this series going, so we'll find out tonight. Then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, Montreal Canadiens again hosting Carolina Hurricanes. This is game four between both of these teams. So as right now, we have up to 6 games, but we don't know about 7 yet because somebody has to win the 4. So before I record back on Thursday, that's what you're updating there. And then we're going to jump into the American Hockey League, doing their Calder Cup playoffs as we go back to Saturday, May 23rd. Lake Division Final Game 5 between the Wilkes-Barre Penguins and Springfield Thunderbirds. The Penguins were second place of the Lake Division, while Springfield Thunderbirds were in sixth place. And the Penguins wins the series 3-2. But in this game, they won a whopping 8-1. So ouch. So they punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals as the reps of the Lake Division or the semifinals. And this game was at 6:05 p.m. Eastern. So the Penguins in the Eastern Conference Finals will take on the winner of the Cleveland Monsters Charles Marley series. So and actually speaking of the game, we're gonna go over to Sunday, May 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern. We were supposed to have 2 games, but the Central Division did end early with Chicago beating Grand Rapids in 4 games. So the North Division falls. We had the fourth place Charles Marlies take on the third third place. Let me just take a look here. Let's give me 1 second there. Yes, third place in the North Division, the Cleveland Monsters, and ironically, they actually won the series 3-2, and they take the series 3-2 as well. So Toronto wins the series, so they represent the North Division in the Eastern Conference Finals. Cleveland Monsters, it was all tied up before Eastern Cowboy actually with 12 seconds left on the clock, getting the game win and go in the game winning series. So Toronto Marlies will face Cleveland Monsters in the. I'm sorry, we'll face the Wilkes-Barre Penguins in the Eastern Conference Finals slash semifinals, which we'll go over the schedule in a couple of minutes. So congratulations to uh, Toronto Marlies. And there was no games yesterday, and there's actually no games tonight. Uh, but let's just go over the conference finals schedules. I'll make my predictions. So from the Eastern Conference, we have the second place Atlantic winners, Wilkes-Barre Penguins, take on the fourth place North Division winners, Toronto Marlies. So their best seven. So games 5% are necessary. So game one will be May 27th, 7:05 p.m. Eastern. Game two, May 29th, also 7:05 p.m. Eastern. Game three will be on Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern. Then on Wednesday, June 3rd, also 7 p.m. Eastern, game four. If it does go to game five, June 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Game six, June 7th at 6:05 p.m. Eastern. And game seven will be June 9th, 7:05 p.m. Eastern. So Charmars will be at Wilkes-Barre Square Penguins rank for games 1, 2, 6, and 7. And the Penguins will visit the Marlies for games 3, 4, and 5. My prediction, I'm gonna go with the Penguins. I'm gonna say I think this goes 7. I'm gonna say in 7 games. Then on the Western Conference Finals, the other semifinal side, we have the Central Division winners, Chicago Wolves, who are third place, taking on the second place Pacific Division winners, Colorado Eagles. So their best seven schedule goes game one, May 28th at 9:05 p.m. Eastern, May 30th for game number two at 8:05 p.m. Eastern, game three, June 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, June 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern for game four. If necessary, for games 5 through 7, game 5, June 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, June 7th for game 6 at 8:05 p.m. and game 7 will be at 9:05 p.m. on I actually forgot to write the date for that. Let me just bring up the dates there. I legit forgot to write. I don't know how I forgot to write game 7 there. I do apologize. That would be Monday, June 8th, if that goes to game 7. But my prediction, I'm actually going to go with the Wolves winning also in 7 as well. So hopefully, so honestly, so if I get the right teams right, I don't really mind. So yes, my finals, as I predicted, Penguins will take on the Chicago Wolves. So we'll keep you update on that. Oh, and then preview. So like I said, tomorrow. So no games tonight, but the Eastern Conference final starts tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, Penguins will host the Marlies. Then on Thursday, May 28th, we got the Western Conference starting at 9:05 p.m. Eastern, with Colorado hosting Chicago. And that's both of those are game 1 of 7. And then we're gonna jump over to some hockey. Close to this week's episode, we'll go over just more playoffs around the hockey world. We'll start with the USHL Calder Cup finals. That finished on Saturday night. Excuse me. If it's gonna load for me, I do apologize. My internet's just acting up. There we go. And so the Sioux Falls West Stampede, the Western Conference winners, defeating the Mesco Lumberjacks, the Eastern Conference winners, in 4 games, 3-1. Stampede winning back on Saturday at 16 p.m. Eastern, 4-3, and that went to second overtime. So congratulations to Sioux Falls Stampede for winning the 2025/6 Clark Cup playoffs. So that is that. And then over to the Canadian Hockey League Memorial Cup still going. Where we last left off on day 2, when I went over the Friday game, Kitchener Originals did defeat Colorado 5-0. And then so updates from Saturday all the way from last night. So on day 2 of the Memorial Cup, Saturday, May 20th, for about all of these games are on 9 p.m. Eastern, with the exception of the finals. That would be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So on Saturday, the Ever Silver Tips from WHL defeating the QMJHL champion Shikumi Saguenay, with a score of 5-3. And by the way, Shikumi had to go back to back on the weekend because on Sunday, day 3 on Sunday, May 24th. They defeat the hosting slash WHL representatives Colorado Rockets 3-2 in overtime. And then last night on Monday, May 25th, also 9 p.m. Eastern, day 4 of the Memorial Cup. Kitchener Rangers, the OHL champions, defeating the Everett Silvertips, the WHL champions, with a score of 6-2. So there's the standings after night 4. So Kitchener Rangers are still undefeated 2-0. Everett and Shikumi are 1 apiece. They have 2 points, 1 win, 1 loss, and the Rockets are 0-2 as they lost both of their games so far. So the remaining schedule for the round robin tonight, actually, Shikumi takes on Kitchener Rangers that will end both of their round robin portions, and then on Wednesday, Crow Rockets for the Battle of WHL here as Crow Rockets take on the Everett Silvertips. That's day 6. And if we have any tiebreakers, that'll be actually on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then the semifinals take place Friday the 29th, and the finals will be on Sunday, May 31st. But the finals, they'll be on that Tuesday, at the first Tuesday in June. So that, and then to close of that, so we'll go over to the ECHL with their Kelly Cup still going on. We have the conference finals going on that side as well. Let me just pull up the updated here. So it's just crazy how whole hockey season is pretty much over. It's just crazy how fast it went this year, ladies and gentlemen. So the Kelly Cup. So as right now, when we last left off, Florida Everblades took the series 1-0, and Kansas City Mavericks also took it 1-0. But as an update right now, uh, for the Eastern Conference, Florida Everblades, who are the South Division champions, take the series 2-0, defeating the Wheeling Narratives, who are the North Division champions. So on May 23rd, they beat them 1-0 at 7 p.m. Eastern. So their next game will be actually tomorrow at 7:10 p.m. Eastern, May 27th, as Florida Everblades will be in Wheeling Nailers rink. Then on game 4, games 3, 4, and 5, actually, they're going to be in the Nailers home rank if a game 5 is necessary. If that's on May 30th, but game 6 will be June 1st with Nailers visit Everblades, and game 7, if it goes there, June 3rd, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, with Nailers visiting the Everblades. And in the Western Conference Finals, that series is actually 2-1. Kansas State taking that series 2-1. So in game 2 on Saturday, May 23rd, 7:05 p.m. Eastern, the Comets did defeat the Mavericks on their home ice with a score of 4-3. For the Mavericks, beat the Comets on their home ice on last night, 7:35 Eastern, with a score of 6-4. So their next game will actually be tonight at 7:35 p.m. Eastern. The Mavericks visiting the Comets again. Then it goes to game Wednesday goes to game 5, May 31st, 5:05 p.m. Eastern. Mavericks will take on the Comets there. If it does go to game 6 and 7, the Comets will visit the Mavericks. Game 6 will be June 2nd, 8:05 p.m. Eastern. And game 7 will be June 3rd, also at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. So by Thursday, we should know more of the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the show for this week. I'm your host, Ethan. I'll be back on Thursday to tell what the shows from the games from tonight and tomorrow. So have a good week, guys, and stay safe.